The Kenilworth Multi Academy Trust consists of two schools, the first of which is Kenilworth School in sixth form in Kenilworth, and the second school is the Westwood Academy in Coventry. So we had a golden opportunity whilst the school was being rebuilt to make sure that we had the technology for the future to enable all of our children to be ambitious learners, to be independent learners, and for the teachers to be really forward-thinking in terms of how the ViewSonic panels could be used to maximize teaching and learning.
The introduction of these interactive TV panels only enhanced the ability to teach these students in different ways. And with our vision in the future, potentially going to one-to-one devices with our students, is going to allow even more interactivity and students to embrace these new technologies as they learn.
Before we had ViewSonic in the school, we had a hodgepodge of different projectors, different types of screens, a few interactive screens, and we found that actually the maintenance and the upkeep of all the projectors was causing a significant amount of pressure on the ICT teams at each site. So it was a perfect opportunity for a fresh start to make each classroom have an interactive TV provided by ViewSonic in each teaching space.
We embraced looking at other different technologies under other interactive companies and such as looking into the software. But once we actually looked through and evaluated ViewSonic was the right product going forward, I was impressed especially with the displays such as the 4K and the high quality of the colours that was presented in the classrooms for the software that was used. The other advantage was the management software, so they had full control and easy to service and maintain and keep the screens constantly running and update software when it needed to be.
So working with GVAV again has also been very positive from the very beginning. We've worked closely in how we were going to be implementing these screens into each and every classroom, which are very different across this brand new build. The install went pretty smoothly, although we did run into some issues regarding the building itself. However, GVA worked very, very hard to overcome these issues and continue to give us ongoing support.
When I compare it to what I've got now, I've got more engagement in the interactive nature of the current whiteboard. Whereas before, if I'm faffing about trying to get speakers connected to the projector and my laptop, and it's not all working as one system, I could be wasting 5-10 minutes and I've lost their engagement and their interest immediately. Whereas now, because I can literally just project a mark scheme onto the board, I can write on it, I can annotate it. It's just made the ease of giving live feedback to students so much better. Their engagement's better because I can get them up and I can say to them, right, can you highlight a section on the mark scheme that you think might be relevant? Or I can even get them to throw their work up. So I'll get them to scan the QR code, really easy to use. And they will then send in their pictures of their work that they've maybe taken. Or I can just take the picture and throw it on there. And again, we can just together, collaboratively, annotate whatever mark scheme or their work or mind maps it is that they've been creating.
I think it's made it more accessible because there's a feature where we can just save it, and then when I'm home, I can go onto my laptop, I can go onto ClassCharts and see that the teacher has put exactly what we did in the lesson onto ClassCharts, and I can save it, I can download it, I can put it into files on my laptop, and I can go back and look at the lesson and see how we approach a certain answer in the exact same way we did in the lesson as well.
So instead of teaching and learning being very teacher-directed, in many cases now we're seeing a shift to students directing the course of their learning. It's been a really valuable tool in changing the nature of teaching and learning as we look to upgrade our teacher skills.
To summarise, GVAV provided a full installation of the entire school with the ViewSonic brand. It went seamlessly well, the delivery went well. We was also working on a building site, which was a bit of a struggle, but realistically, all screens installed, software training was also put in place for end users. To summarise, it was a very successful project with the difficulties that were put in place.
We found that the interactive panels were exactly what we were looking for because we had a parallel drive and focus on sustainability. So I think that what we have is the best solution going forward. It's energy efficient and it enables us to save energy in different classes.
So by having the remote management on all the boards, we can actually schedule all the shutdowns and power-ups of the boards. So it means that every day the boards will automatically turn themselves off and then back on again in the morning to prepare the teachers for learning.
So our experience with working with ViewSonic has been very, very positive right from the very beginning, and we continue to have this fantastic relationship through training and also hardware support.
The experience at ViewSonic has been great, and we are looking as a trust across both schools to be a centre of excellence for technology.